welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show brings you baseball on a rainy night. It's the Dominican Republic going up against Colombia. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Chambi. Here we go, Singy. The fans have been waiting for this Major League debut for a while, and it's finally here. There's a lot of hype around his talent, and now we get to see how that looks at the big league level.
Yeah, this is the kind of game it's going to be shared all over social media later tonight. Baseball fans all across the world are aware of this debut, and we're lucky enough to be at the stadium for it, so I'm excited to see what he's got firsthand. My advice to him would just be to soak it all in. Don't worry about the results. Don't worry about the expectations. Just really enjoy this experience because it only happens once.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about ready to roll. And on the mound now, Herrera. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
All right, ready to get underway. Here's a big power threat. Jeremy Pena. Swing and a miss. And this one is off and running.
First pitch, 7:07.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Up the middle. And a base hit right there. And the leadoff man aboard. Jeremy Pena with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Here's Ketel Marte. First offering misses badly for ball one. And a pitch. Here goes the runner. Hey. Strike in there. Throw. And got him. That's out.
Usually when you see a team try to steal a base in the early innings, it tells you they want to be aggressive on offense. Try to force the defense to make plays and slow them down. That's exactly what they did right there. So we'll see if that caught stealing changes the offensive approach moving forward.
One down, base is empty.
Nope, outside.
That's where you want it. It's a good miss.
The 2-1. Called strike right there. No score, just getting started, top of the first. Swing and a little roller right side. They get the out on Marte.
Batting third, the right fielder, Juan Soto.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Juan Soto. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Next offering is downstairs.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
The next offering misses. And that's ball 3.
No strike.
So Juan Soto had a huge 2021 season, just 1 point shy of 1,000 for OPS. Absolutely a monster at the plate. This guy's pretty special.
In for a strike, now 3-1.
Count is 3-1. Three
Swing
balls,
and a
two
miss as
strikes.
he was late that time. I think the thing you start with for Soto is that patience and that strike zone understanding. A lifetime on base percentage well over 400. In the second half of 2021, he had an OBP over 500.
Oh, do you think you could draw a walk in the bigs if we gave you enough at bats?
Oh, that's a good question.
I think that if they gave the pitcher a false scouting report on me, yes, I think I could draw a walk. That's back there, and that one is out of here. Julio Rodriguez with his first major league home run, a special moment in his young career, and who knows, maybe that'll open the floodgates for him.
Yeah, getting that out of the way can be a big confidence booster. It feels like a huge weight just been taken off your back. You can go up there with a lot less pressure on you now, and I wouldn't be surprised if he gets hot for a little while.
What do you remember about your first career homer, Chris?
Well, I remember it was off of Omar Olivares, and, you know, being there in Los Angeles against the Angels, just a tremendous day, great ballpark, and a special moment for sure.
Here's Eloy Jimenez.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, Eloy Jimenez.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Oh, one down. And
One and
ball
one.
one.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
2 down, nobody on. And 1-2.
The count is 1-2. Ball, that's down.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
The pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is that. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. We go to the bottom of the first. On the hill and coming off a great start, Luis Severino.
Well, what quickly stands out to me for this guy is that he comes in with a 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio on the season. So when you consider consistency, the ability to get swings and misses and to limit base runners, that's critical in winning games today, especially when teams are depending on the big swing, the home run to win ball games.
Bottom of the first, and
Tino.
stepping in is the
Ho.
speedy Tino Ho. The wind to kick the pitch.
Ball one.
And takes low for ball one.
Count
Well, after
1-0.
putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And a foul ball.
That's
Next
ball 2.
offering is down low. Severino.
Ball inside.
And that's
Ball
ball
4. That pitch is low.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Here's Donovan Solano.
Donovan Solano.
First
Ball
pitch
left outside.
just misses. Poe gets his lead at first with nobody out.
Yeah.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Wow, that's 89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball and that pitch, really hard for a hitter to get with it.
He's good.
Severino checks over to first, and he's back. In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Two and one now. Severino
Ball, that's
misses inside. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Severino kicks, deals.
Hey,
3-2 now.
We got 3 balls and 2 strikes. Hey.
Down on strikes, and there's one down. Gio Urshela to the plate.
The third baseman, Gio Urshela.
Runner on the go.
Nope.
There's
ball
the ball.
1.
He cuts
out.
it down. Great throw.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
And the pitch. And it's fouled away. Is there a little wrinkle to that? I think there was.
Yeah. A little slider action.
Going to count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Right-hander kicks, deals. On the ground. Sends it to
Got him.
first. That ends the frame. Back here in San Diego, here's Machado.
Leading off for the Dominican Republic, the third baseman, Manny Machado.
The wind of the pitch. Swings and
0-1.
misses. 0-1. The pitch.
That's
That
a ball.
just misses. And the count
1
is
ball,
1 and
1
1.
strike.
Ed Drummond, our umpire behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Boogie's a really fair umpire, both the pitchers and the hitters. So standard strike zone, he's consistent with it. And the great thing is you don't see players questioning the calls too much. So that's a good thing in this day and age.
Right side, Solano collects it. The throw to first, and quickly one away in the second. How much were you aware of the umpire's scouting report, or even who was going to be umpiring?
Not a whole lot. I mean, there were a couple of umpires that weren't real good, but outside of that, you just kind of went into the game, especially back when I was playing.
And fouled off.
Hey.
Next offering is in for a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And the righty deals.
Ball 1.
And the
got the
1-2
count. 2 and
misses
2.
to even the count. Here's a 2-2. That one pushed foul. And a pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Next one misses. 3-2 now. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Next offering is fouled back. (3-2). So Devers will take his base.
Take your base.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
The designated hitter.
One gone, runner at first. And now Teoscar Hernandez. Down the left field line. Should be extra bases. Lead runner holds at third. So 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
No waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Absolutely punished that pitch. Wasn't fooled in the slightest. 109 off the bat. I think that means you put a pretty good swing on it.
1 away, runners at second and third. Francisco Mejia coming up to hit.
Ball.
First offering misses the mark.
Ball 1, no strikes. Ball 2.
Just missed.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
One down, runners at second and third. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. 2 gone now.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
So the lineup flips over. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Jeremy Pena. Pitch misses inside. 1-0.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
And he deals. That's in there. Strike 1.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another guy in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
This to center field. Oh, under it. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Welcome back at the plate, Brian Buelvas.
Leading off for Colombia, the left fielder, Ryan.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Counts 1-0.
Rolled over to third. Machado throws
He's
to
out.
first in time. And a quick out, number 1.
Batting 5th, the designated hitter, Harold Ramirez.
Harold Ramirez at the dish. Having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected. Ripped on the ground a second. Marte throws to first in time. 2 up, 2 down.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
Jorge
Ball,
Alfaro
that's out.
takes a ball here as he stands in now. That one misses
2 balls,
in the dirt.
no strikes.
Righty delivers.
Ball
Misses
3.
with the 2-0, and he's
3-0
fired
count.
3 straight outside the strike zone. There's your strike.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Two outs. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. So all filled up. Severino. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Top half of the 3rd inning. Ketel Marte up to the plate.
Leading off for the All-Stars, the second baseman, Ketel Marte.
Herrera back to work. That's in for a strike.
Ball,
that
that's
one
low.
missed. The
That's
next
a ball.
pitch misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. And the right-hander deals. Fouls one off. 2-2. Stays alive. The 2-2. In the air to left center. Huelvas on the move. Makes the grab. And there's one away.
Now batting, right fielder, Juan Soto.
And now it's Juan Soto. To the right side, Solano handles the chance in
Got him.
plenty of time to first. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd.
The center fielder, Julio Rodriguez.
Here's some real power at the plate. Julio Rodriguez.
When he steps into the batter's box, the comfort level looks so high. It doesn't matter what kind of delivery that pitcher has, what kind of velocity, what kind of secondary stuff. He is so settled in there. He owns the home plate area.
Foul ball there. Here comes a pitch.
I
And
got
there's
1
a
ball, 1 strike.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. One and 2 now. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Set for the bottom of the third. And here is Luis Castro.
Leading off for Colombia, the right fielder, Luis Castro.
And a pitch. And that one fouled off.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Next pitch is inside, and that is ball one. Kicks and deals. And delivers outside.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And there's a hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke. And you can feel this crowd waking up a bit here as the guys are starting to make some noise with their bats.
Jeter Downs to the plate here. That one's in there, 0-1. Belton fires. That one fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, try to stay out of a double play here.
Tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
So digging in, number 29. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Castro stands at first with 1 out.
Ball, that's too high.
Upstairs. Righty to the plate. And
that's
it is
in.
2-1.
Ball 2.
The pitch. And another
I got
ball.
3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike.
High in the air, out to right. Soto pulls that one down, 2 away.
Now batting, center fielder, Tino.
So the batting order turns over. Here's a speed threat, Tino Poe. He reached out a walk his first time. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Strikes.
Severino throws to first.
Oh, he's in there.
And he's back in easily. And that one got a piece
I got him. Take your base.
You know, Boog, you always say how important it is to have a good feel for the game. I say after the game, you step into the box, I'll throw some fastballs at you.
No, actually, I think we're good, Chris. this alone. Stands in now and watches strike one. 2 outs. A couple of base runners at first and second.
Ball.
Next offering upstairs. Two on, 2 outs. It's in there. And the count
1 ball,
1-2.
2 strikes.
Kicks and fires. And a
2
ball
balls,
evens the
2
count.
strikes.
First and second, 2 down. On the ground, right side. They take the force out, and the inning is over. Back here at the ballpark, John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Eloy Jimenez.
The left fielder, Eloy Jimenez.
And the right-hander back to work. And there's a strike. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
And a pitch.
That's
and that
ball
one
2.
just missed off the outside edge. The pitch. Swing and a miss.
2-2
It's
the
2
count.
and 2. Next offering misses down and away. The wide to kick the pitch. Line drive. That's a base hit out into left center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
The third baseman, number 13.
And now it's Manny Machado. Good contact guy, good defender. That one lifted in the air, center field. Oh, brings it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Rafael Devers.
Devers now. Devers, the baby-faced assassin. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Left-hand hitter waits. Ground ball could be 2.
He's out.
1. And it's a double play to end the inning. The All-Stars with the lead 2-0. And welcome back. Here's Gio Urshela.
Leading off for the All-Stars, the third baseman, Gio Urshela.
The wind of the pitch. Right through there for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And a foul ball. The pitch. Ground ball right side. In time to Devers. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Brian Buelvas. He's in there for strike one. And the pitch. That's a strike, and that is strike two.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
And down on strikes he goes, and out to ball.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
And now here is Harold Ramirez. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Right-hander kicks, deals. That's a laser base hit. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And that's a two-bagger.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. And he's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
Jorge Alfaro at the plate.
The batter, the catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
In there for strike one. Foul ball. Oh, 0-2 now. Bounced out to short, and there's a base hit. Ramirez around third. The play, save. And they trail by one.
Picks himself up at RBI. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
So 2 down now, and here is Luis Castro. First offering, and it just misses. Alfaro at second with 2 down. And it's even up.
1-1.
Man on second, 2 down. In the air, out towards right center. Rodriguez drifts towards it. Makes the catch. Inning over. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. The new pitcher in the game, Jose Quintana. And his job is to collect quick outs and keep his team within striking distance.
Well, at this point in the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and you need a little length out of this arm. Coming out of the bullpen, we'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
Leading off for
We
the
go to the
Dominican
top of the
Republic,
fifth. Here's
the
Teoscar
designated
Hernandez.
hitter, Teoscar Hernandez.
And a pitch. And that one fouled off. The pitch. Ball
Nope.
one there.
1 and
Activity
1.
in the bullpen. A right-hander is up and throwing. The wind of the pitch.
Ball
Good eye
2.
right there. Swing and a miss.
I got the
And
count.
count's
2 and
even
2.
at 2. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night,
catcher,
and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Now the catcher up to hit, Francisco Mejia. In there, and it's 0-1. Here comes a pitch.
Ball, that's upstairs.
Swing and a miss.
The count is
It's
1
a ball
and
and
2.
2 strikes. Bounce to the left side, and it goes just foul.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch, keep the at-bat alive.
In the air, left field, down the line. Makes the grab, 1 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
So up next, Jeremy Pena.
This kid is so special.
He's a shortstop by trade and big time power. First offering misses the mark.
Seems like from day one, his strike zone and plate discipline looked like he'd been in the league for 6 years already.
Quintana throws to
No, he's
first.
safe.
Hernandez back on a dive. Here's a 1-1. And that one ripped into right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away.
The batter, number 4, second baseman, Ketel Marte.
An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. First
Ball, that's
pitch
outside.
just misses. And now the lefty fought off foul. And a pitch. Swings through that.
1 ball,
Threw
2
that
strikes.
fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Kicks and deals. Base hit center field.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. I'm amazed at his ability to pull his hands inside and actually square that baseball off. That pitch was off the plate. So tough to get the barrel to anything in there.
So first and second with 2 outs. Juan Soto now.
Ball 1.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. And he deals.
Hey!
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think he was looking for something else right there.
2 outs. And that one in the air center field. And that'll do it. Back here at Petco Park. Now it's the shortstop, Jeter
Leading
Downs.
off for Colombia, the shortstop, Jeter
A wind of the pitch.
Downs.
Out to short. Pena gloves it. Tosses across
He's
to
out.
first. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Now batting, number 29.
So digging in, number 29.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
That one's in there, 0-1.
0-1.
Comes up empty. That's
Count,
strike
0-2.
2. The 0-2. Stays alive. Severino with another strikeout.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location
Now
there.
batting,
You know, sometimes
center fielder,
as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
And now, Tino Ho. And a foul ball. Righty delivers.
Ball, that's out.
A little out front there as
I
he
got to count
swings
1 and
through
2.
it.
Clearly, he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Into the outfield, base hit. And that extends the inning.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel
The batter,
any
number
vibration
7,
in your hands
second
whatsoever.
baseman,
Such a good
Donovan.
feeling. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a
Solano.
great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Stepping in, Donovan Solano.
That's a ball.
In the first pitch,
Counts
misses
1-0.
for ball 1. Poe off of first with 2 away. Severino throws to first.
He's safe.
And he's back in safely. Next
2-0.
offering is way upstairs.
Good speed on the base pass. He handles the bat very well. I wouldn't be surprised if the skipper puts on some type of hit and run or run and hit.
Next pitch is popped up and puts the squeeze on that, and that will end the inning. New inning getting started, and now the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez.
For the All-Star.
He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Quintana back to work.
Ball, that's upstairs.
Chopped out towards short. Whips it across, and that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the sixth.
Now batting, the left fielder, Eloy Jimenez.
Eloy Jimenez now. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base and slugging, too. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
All over that one right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Here's Manny Machado now. And that's in there for strike one. Yo, one.
Ball.
Just missed. Ball to strike. Strike. 1-run game. 1 out. 1 on. Got him. Got 2 away. And here now is Devers. He's 0 for 1.
Rafael Devers.
In there, and it's 0-1. The pitch. Swing and a ball popped up. And that will end the inning. To the bottom of the 6th inning. The All-Stars on top 2-1. Bottom of the inning, down the third baseman, Gio Urshela.
Leading off for Colombia, the third baseman, Gio Urshela.
The pitch. In the air, left field, Jimenez has this one sized up, squeezes it, and there's one down.
Now batting, the left fielder,
Brian Buelvas will hit next. On the ground right side, that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They've had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
1 down, runner at first. Next is the designated hitter, Harold Ramirez. On the ground, 2 ball. Devers over the second, double play.
Out.
They can't seem to break through. Inning over. We're through 6 full. The All-Stars leading this one 2-1. We go to the top of the 7th, and now the DH, Teoscar Hernandez.
For the Dominican Republic, the designated hitter, Teoscar Hernandez.
The wind and the pitch. And first offering is fouled off. Kicks and fires. Check swing, but he went too
No
far.
ball, 2 strikes.
0-2 now.
Ball.
And ball 1.
0-2
One
count.
ball,
You got the
2
opportunity to
strikes.
expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
Oh, that got him on the mound. Safe at first, and now we'll check on the lefty. Hope he's all right. Number 55 into the game.
Now pitching.
It's his job to keep
Number
his team in the
55.
game. And the batter now, Francisco Mejia.
Now batting, catcher, Francisco.
That one's in there, 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And here it comes. Breaking ball,
Time out.
and that got
Ball
him.
got him right
Well, it
there.
looks like he wanted that slider to finish on the inside part of the plate, not start
batter,
on the
number
inside
3,
and end up hitting the
shortstop,
batter. It looked to me like he just tried to do a little too much with that one.
Swung on, belted. That one's back. Ah! His first homer of the year, and they throw 3 on the board. It's 5-1. So up next, Ketel Marte.
The batter, the second baseman,
In there for strike 1.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Left-hand batter waits.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
And the 0-2.
Hey!
Punch out there, and there's one down.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs
Now batting,
looking
right
in the
fielder,
0-2 count
Juan
just to pour it back.
Soto.
Now the youngster Juan Soto. To the right side, Solano handles. Fine play in the hole for the out.
The center fielder, number 44, Julio Rodriguez.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Puts the squeeze on that one, and that'll end the inning. But the big blow of the inning comes right here. A 3-run homer. It's now 5-1. Bottom of the 7th, leading off, Jorge Alfaro. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. And first offering is fouled off. And the righty deals. Now
one ball,
miss.
1 strike.
Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Pedro Bayas preparing to come on if needed. Cabrera getting cranked up as well. Next offering is in for a strike.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there. Oh, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
And the batter now, Luis Castro.
Inside,
First
ball
offering
1.
misses the mark. That pitch in for a strike, and it's 1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And the right-hander deals. Check swing, but he went too far.
The count is 1
and it's
and 2.
1-2. Left-hand hitter waits.
Ball
And
2.
now it's even up.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Righty to the plate. And it's
3-2.
filled up. Next offering is fouled back. And a pitch. Got him. Now 2 out.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you can touch a fastball.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the shortstop, Jeter Downs.
Hey.
That's in there for strike 1. Lined into right. Soto makes the catch, and that'll do it. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Moreno. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Ready to begin the 8th. Now the left fielder, Eloy Jimenez.
Leading off.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely. Try to hit the ball out of the park. Do what he loves to do.
The pitch. Way
1-0.
high with that one. And it's 1-0. With the shift on, hits right into it. And they take care of Jimenez for the out.
the third baseman.
Here's
number
another
13,
look with StatCast singing. The throw needed to be strong to beat the runner, and it was.
Yeah, that play was close, and I think we need to credit that 88-mile-per-hour throw as the difference maker right there. That's just impressive.
Manny Machado up to the plate for the fourth time tonight. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Right-hander kicks, deals. Fouled off left side. The 0-2. Ground ball left side. Urshela to first in time. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Now batting, the first baseman, Rafael Devers.
Now it's Devers at the plate. And there's a foul ball.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the line to just ensure safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
The wind to kick the pitch.
2-1.
Swing and a miss. He chases that one darting out of the zone. The pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. The pitch. Swings and fouls one off. And a pitch. Swing and a ball popped up. Urshela under it. Drops into the glove. That is the inning. Oh, here we go. Pedro Bayas.
The human rain delay. He's sped up this year, though.
And he'll work on holding this lead. Back here in San Diego. And here's the first baseman, number 29.
Leading off for Colombia, the first baseman, number 29.
And he deals. That one misses.
Inside.
Ball 1. Here comes a pitch. And a foul ball left side. The 1-1.
No,
good
that's
eye
down.
right there. At the belt and fires.
Ball
And that one
3.
a little bit high.
Full
Swing
count.
and a miss, and that's strike 2. And a 3-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. 1 away. So digging in, Tino Poe.
Really good piece of hitting last time, going to the opposite field.
Yeah.
In there, and it's 0-1. Action in the pen down there. Christian Javier, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. The 0-1. And it's fouled away. pitch. Stays alive. Right-handed reliever. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Next
One ball,
pitch in
two
the
strikes,
dirt.
the count.
And that's ball one.
That's
And
ball
that's
two.
downstairs and outside. Kicks and deals. Swing and he breaks his bat. And it's a
That
foul
ball
ball.
foul.
The pitch. And now
Three,
the count
two.
filled up 3-2.
These first two hitters really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next.
Five foul balls in this at-bat so far, and these guys are going head-to-head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet. When you go that deep into an at-bat, the hitter usually comes out on top.
Number 7.
Donovan Solano, the next to hit.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Next pitch downstairs. 1-0. Bayas
No,
checks
he's
on
safe.
first. Poe gets back easily. Next offering is in for a strike.
1-1.
Way
Oh, that's
inside, gets out of the way. Kicks and fires. Way out
I
front
got to
for
count
strike
2-2.
two.
Wow. Good luck catching up to that one.
The pitch. In the air, left side. Jimenez in position. He makes the catch, and there's two down.
Now batting, third baseman,
Urshela steps in.
Urshela.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
0-1's the
Well, if
count.
he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Now the 0-1. There's a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First two pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
On the ground to third. Machado throws to first in time. And the inning is over. Welcome back. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the
Leading
DH,
off for the
Teoscar
All-Star.
Hernandez.
The designated hitter, Teoscar Hernandez.
Moreno back to work. And the first
Oh,
pitch
that pitch
misses
is
for
out.
ball one.
Ball
And there's
two.
the ball. And now 2-1.
We got
He
two
got
balls,
away with one
strike.
there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Righty delivers. Got one fouled off, 2-2. And the pitch. Swing and a foul. Pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. And here it comes. Just off the outside edge.
That's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
On the ground to third. And they get the leadoff man in the ninth.
The batter, the catcher, Francisco Mejia.
And now Francisco Mejia, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. First pitch doesn't find the zone. It's the slider in there for a strike.
Nope.
Next offering misses, and a count 2-1.
Count 2-1.
The wind to the pitch. And now 2-2. Comes the 2-2. Stays alive. The 2-2. And now it's filled up. 3-2 now. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
See how the catcher wanted that pitch up and in. Want to try to tie him up. That's the one thing we're seeing. That high fastball, you have to get it up there because of how hitters have changed their swings.
That gets down for a hit. Around first and hustling for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Man, that was a pretty good battle at the plate, and I'll tell you, it feels pretty good as a hitter when you grind out a hit like that. Just a bloop hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
Righty reliever out of the pen, Ruiz. A runner on second to deal with. He'll do his best to keep him there. Back to the top of the lineup. Now here is Jeremy Pena. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Mejia leads off second with one gone in the inning. And he flips a breaking ball in there, or a changeup.
Something off speed. Good arm action on it, whatever it was.
Ball
next
two.
Offering misses, and that's ball
2 balls, 1 strike.
He's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Pulls it in on the run. 2 down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Now the number 2 hitter, Ketel Marte. Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure where their clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots.
0-1.
Bullpen activity starting up now. Luis Escobar up and throwing. Runner at second, 2 down.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And he hits a ground ball right side. Solano tosses
He's
to
out.
first. They get the out on Marte. Third out, and that ends the frame. One more shot coming up. Bottom of the ninth on deck. The All-Stars out front, 5-1. New pitcher on here, Christian Javier. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. And welcome back. Here's the left fielder, Brian Buelvas.
Leading off for Colombia, the left fielder,
Pitch.
If you're a guy
Ball
that
one.
can only hit to one field,
Ball
then
one,
you're
no
really
strike.
not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's
Ball.
why he's so successful in
2-0.
these situations.
Slice down the right side. Pitch misses.
3 balls, 1
Now
strike.
3 in a row. When you played, did you play with guys that you thought were clutch, and sort of what were the attributes you said that's what he possesses that allows him to come through?
Well, we always used to joke, you know, guys want to eat steak, and there were some that just had a knack, could understand that, all right, this is a big, you know, payout if I can come through with a knock here. But I think when you really look at the numbers, you really audit everything, guys kind of are who they are.
3.
Down on strikes, and there's one down.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit.
Now
Just a
back,
good day as
the
a manager
designated
or as a pitching coach, when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms, you get stability from all of their performances.
Next is the designated hitter, Harold Ramirez.
Hey.
That one's in there, 0-1.
I got to count
1-2.
1 and 2.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Got him looking. Back-to-back strikeouts.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in
Now
this one,
batting,
getting
catcher,
straight to work.
Jorge
Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers
Alfaro.
are just so electric these days. He's having fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Now it's going to be Jorge Alfaro. On the ground to first. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
9 wins in a row. It's such a good feeling right now with this club that no one wants to be the guy that causes the team to lose. In fact, they're looking at ways. Each guy, every day he comes to the ballpark, how can I help us win today? And this is a great feeling. It's like being in the playoffs when individual statistics don't matter. It's all about the team W.
5-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Fans, our final line score. First, for the victorious visiting team, 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For the home team, 1 run, 5 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 49 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.